Yo, hello Tess, long time no see guys, welcome to another video. This time, yeah, pretty much a video on how I improved on Melee, on how to improve in general. Again, just Captain Falcon, because I don't play other characters. But yeah, we had some like discussions recently and, you know, on my Discord and on Twitter, and it's kind of like gets asked on what should you do, what did I do to improve, and you know, I just want to talk in this video a little bit about practice routines and fundamentals. And honestly, like one main thing that I did is I set an alarm every night. This video is a little bit of showcase and talking. So if you have time, you might want to watch this. So also from my personal point of view, how everything developed in Melee and for me personally and for Falcon and all that. So one main thing that I like did every night, every day, I set an alarm every night and I grinded 30. I think at the beginning it was 1 hour, but I realized 1 hour is a little bit too extreme. I still did it, and then after like a month I reduced it to like 30 minutes or 40 minutes. So people, like most people or even students, as like I feel like if they don't see results directly after like grinding one thing, they give up. And what I did, I grinded versus Fox, Uncle Punch, my whole punish game, and you know I have whole guides on that and videos, and I kept grinding every night for 30, 40, 50 minutes until I was able to get decent 0 to death. And I realized that getting a 0 to death off of an opening like this, it's almost impossible. And honestly, there are like 2 players in the history of Melee that I know that I would say have gotten to a consistent level at like on a good day 70, 80, 90% of punish game, which is Wizrope, and the other one is Sechi. Sechi was back then the best player in Europe or the best Falcon, and there's no other 2 players that can get the reaction tech chase on their level. Even till this day, even my RTC or someone else's RTC is not close to their levels, and I just kept investing and, you know, coaching and theory crafting over and over and over until I came up with my own concepts of punish game. And you know, and if I take with this an example, going for 10 grabs in a row is just a little bit too extreme. Even he nowadays will just go for a read at the end because you have to end the stock. You just can't RTT forever. And the risk reward is also a big topic. So you know, my videos with like GOSU stocks and all that. So after I have enough percentages, all I'm really looking out is a knockdown where they land next to me, where I just used the 75% side B. So I ended up developing a punish game concept, which is a very good mix-up and variation of option coverages and concepts on optimizing punish game. So after like a couple of months, I finally was able to get very, very, very good stocks in 0 to death and increase the punish game, because the punish game is just super relevant, right? And to be honest, I only grinded this versus Fox. I never really invested time in versus Peach, versus Math, versus like other characters. I think that comes naturally. All you have to invest is like figure out or learn a flowchart. Back then I just went with Sechi's flowchart, which was like down throw instant up air and down throw nair, instant up jump nair. I think nowadays I pretty much debunked half of the flowcharts due to STI being so easy, escaping is so easy, and we will see more examples of combo and punch game later. So yeah, improvement. I also believe that I invested more time in Uncle Punch solo than actually playing people. This is also one thing that I want to talk about. So I feel like most of the students that I coach, they play like thousands of games of ranked and unranked, and then they get mad or frustrated because they can't get diamond or grandmaster, and then they get pretty mad and salty and all that. And I actually don't really play that much, and then I never really played that much, and I want to show you my ranked statistics when I played a little bit of ranked. So we can take a look here, I guess. So this is when I played ranked, right? This is my statistics. Pretty decent stats. I never was like below GM, but Honestly, if you just have decent fundamentals, you should get these scores. I don't even see myself as a good player. I would say I'm like an alright sort of player. It's hard to put it into words, especially in a language which isn't my main language, but I'm gonna show you some examples to elaborate something. So to like showcase what I mean. So I have a channel in my Discord server, which is called Tips and Tricks. And here I always post a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, the thing that carries me most is a mix of optimization, reads, knowledge, character control. Apropos, like character control, just grind your stuff until you can get like 10 in a row. That's what I've been doing. I have videos on that. Hex dash 10 in a row, perfect. Dash out of crouch, gentleman into gentleman, empty. Grind every Falcon tech until you can get 10 in a row. Then you're like fine tech skill. So let's take a look at some examples. If Fox crosses up your shield and then uses up tilt. This is one of the most common situations in melee, so you will have to deal with that. I hope you can see it. Should I full screen it? So, watch this, for example, right? I know the quality is low because I have to downscale the quality for Twitter, for Discord clips in order for me to upload them, otherwise I can upload them. So, we have a very standard situation. He crosses up my shield here. Here, alright? And it's just knowledge here. So let's take a look at the possible options that Fox is gonna go for. Up tilt, shine, back air. You have like 99.9% that. You will not, barely you will find a player that does something else. So if I do a very, very fast and good stomp out of shield, I beat the shine and I beat the up tilt. I know I can beat the up tilt if I don't drift. So many Falcon mains drift to the left with a short up stomp and then they get opened up. But if you actually just short up in place, you're putting your money on very good odds, because if the shine is not perfect, if the shine is not perfectly spaced, if it's not frame 1, my stomp will win. If it's an up tilt, I will win. So the only thing that he can do is back air, and most people don't even do that. And even if I'm at 20%, so this option select, see how I outspace it, it's just smart. And now, what can I do? I can go for a blind read, which gives me like 33%, left down, left, right, middle. Or I will just take my 75% side B, which takes 3 out of 4 options, which gives me a stock guaranteed. So I'm just putting money on good odds, like going into the casino and gambling. So I don't even would say that I'm good or anything. I just like prioritize the money spots, right? This is escape, punish versus a safe stage edge guard. So we have punish game here. So I get this grab, RTC, RTC, and now I'm scared that my because I don't have the best reaction time, and I'm like, alright, if he takes in place, I have 2 options. I don't want to react with the grab here because I think that I will be too slow. So again, I'm deciding to put my money on different spots. I can just dash dance and grab, because again, 90% it will be a spot dodge or a shine. So if they do that, I win. Or what I do sometimes is I large stomp around their second place. So in this example, I just dash dance and this beats shine, spot dodge, up tilt, whatever. Continue. And now I'm like, alright, I feel like I'm being too slow, so I have to do my salto knee, which I've implemented heavily, which I always recommend. Because this salto knee beats up tilt if he's around, if he turns around. If he does spot dodge, I win. And if he does shield, I get a low knee on shield and a grab or stuff like that. So I'm just putting money on high value spots. Now I know, okay, I have to grab ledge. And he will then, because he fall down so much, double jump up B, which I can cover with a safe state edge guard, which is this. And this is just, again, fundamentally good play. Right? Safe state defense, so this is a little bit more nerd stuff when you recover like this. So now I know, okay, no matter what hits me, like back air, fair nair, whatever, you can arms attack or slide or fast fall. So the only thing that they can do is up air and bring Falcon up in the end, then carry me off stage or grab me. If they don't do that, I live. Because I grinded safe state defense and I developed that counterplay heavily. So I arms attack fast fall and I get my own air, boom, and then combo from there. So it's just a lot of fundamentally stuff which I want to showcase you. Down throw, double stomp concept. So another example. So I get a grab here, and usually what the flowchart recommends here is down throw up air. But don't throw up air or don't throw up air if they DI correctly, you only get one up air. I hate it because it doesn't give me any killing and it's pretty hard at some spots. So what I'm doing nowadays in some spots is I just go for the stomp. And if I get the stomp and they get the meteor cancel up, I go for another stomp. So it's not the best, but at least I can get a stock. The upper will never give me the stock. So again, I'm just gambling my money on situations and stuff that I have left and that I've like developed. Sorry, I need to change the music, but because this video will get copyright striked otherwise. Didn't pay attention to that. So yeah, again, so salto knee versus up tilt. So this is another very, very good example which I want to showcase you. So, just watch this. Okay? So it looks like good or decent or whatever, but you have to understand the option select. So take a look. So I get my grab, right? And now, because he's end of stage, going for a knee or a back air and then trying to follow up is usually pretty good. So I did a knee to cover second place or no tech. Now I realized, okay, he tech to the left. If he takes to the right, you can try to run up grab or whatever. But now you have to then, this is all planned. So either I get this knee, if I don't get the knee, I'm again just gonna continue putting my money on the good odds. So the chances that he will do a spot dodge, up tilt or back air are just insanely high. And if I do my salto knee, I punish their stupid no-brainer option, which is an up tilt. So even though I didn't get the correct follow-up, I got the best out of the situation. And even if he does knee, if you space it correctly, you can beat the... even if he does back air, if you space it correctly, you can trade or beat it. So I feel like... yeah, as I said, I'm not good. But I'm just decent at putting the money on decent spots. Yeah, right? So let's take a look at this example. And how can I showcase this? Also, I need to mute the music. Whatever, it doesn't really work. Why should I? Okay, let's just try to download it, maybe. One second, guys. This is just punish game flowcharts, whatever. So more side B up smash examples. So this is just storm out of shield prioritizing side B up smash. This is punish game, contesting Fox full hop nair. You know, not only playing the low ground. And again, this is just fundamentally decent, like contesting full hop nair. Because if Fox has full hop nair on you, you cannot shield grab if they execute correctly. And then patiently waiting, taking the 75%, and it's just very easy stock. So yeah, punish game with side B and RTC and all that is just what I recommend sometimes. Aerial tech chase 75%, boom. You could have even up smash here, right? Doesn't really matter. So we have run of up air, safe state edge guard, more dashback power shield. So this is dashback power shield, showing that how easy it is, how consistent. We have videos on that. You have to obviously know some GIMP setups, which also I learned from Nan. This GIMP setup, it's like, you know, FOD, taking laser, abuse the IN, side B. So much stuff, basically, so much stuff. Another dealing with Fox full hop example here. This is more like modern stuff. Yeah, you know, and but yeah, as I said, I don't want to make this video too long. It's already like 40 minutes. I hope I could give you some motivation on how to get like decent statistics or top 100 or GM. This game is a lot about knowledge and character control, and you should not play too much. You should really try to use the brain and, you know, take a look at some situations, how you play them, and obviously grind punish game. And but don't overthink it, you know. Melee is sadly a game which I can't really enjoy anymore, because once you realize that again, like 90% of the situations just repeat themselves. They will always do that spot dodge, always do that up tilt. Sheiks will always do that. Fox will always do that. Falco always do. Once you solve these puzzles, these situations, and build decent punish game, you will automatically become GM. You don't really have to do anything. It just gets complicated when you run into Triff, or when you run into a top 10 player, top 50 player. Alright, these people are just so good that they, honestly, most of them even have the same habits, but the difference is they will abuse your own habits very hard against you, and they will 0 to death you off of every fucking touch, so you don't even get to play the game that well, and they will camp the fuck out of you when you are Falcon. So they will CC punish everything, power shield everything, power shield punish everything. They will shield, shine out of shield, punish everything. So it's a different. I wouldn't even say it's a different game, but for punish game and stuff, or for neutral, Nan is a great example. He is a neutral king, the king of neutral, I call him nowadays. He always finds a way to bait people out of their habits and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, if you wanna improve, set an alarm every night. Stick to it for 3 or 4 months until you reach a certain goal, until you get your 10 in a row, whatever stuff. RTC punish game I grinded until I was able to 0 to death that fucking CPU, and it took me months. And as always, guys, have a nice day, enjoy your day, and I'm gonna take a break now. I'm out. Bye bye.